Lamine Yamal, the 17-year-old, just picked up his Copa trophy in Paris, but at the Bernabeu he was out there on the field, facing a wave of insults from both kids and adults. And what did he do? He just smiled back. This guy's a natural leader of what everyone's calling the dream team. Even without the funky stars in his mouth, he's showing off a cleaner smile. Well, sort of. Those braces are still doing their thing, but when he steps onto the pitch, he plays like he's been doing this for years. Nearly 17 years ago, a captivating photo was taken by Joan Montfort for a charitable calendar when Lamine Yamal was just a few months old. Recently, Yamal's father brought these long-lost images from 2007 back into the spotlight on Instagram with the caption, "The beginning of two legends." Coincidentally, Montfort paired Yamal's family with none other than Lionel Messi for the shoot. Back then, Messi was on the brink of greatness, still a few years away from solidifying his status as Barcelona's and Argentina's best player. Yet it's likely that little Yamal was watching Messi's journey closely. Now, Yamal likes to call himself mischievous. And honestly, that fits him perfectly. He's a tricky winger who keeps defenders on their toes. Some folks compare him to Lionel Messi, but I see a bit of Bukayo Saka in him too. Yamal's rise has been nothing short of spectacular. Last season, he racked up 5 goals and 5 assists in 37 appearances. But this season, he matched that record in just 10 games. Isn't that crazy? For Yamal, breaking records and collecting individual awards has become a full-time gig. Just a month into the new season, he was voted the best U23 player in La Liga for August. And then, he clinched the overall prize for September in the monthly awards organised by the Spanish Football League. Cristiano Ronaldo has thrown some serious praise on Lamine Yamal, calling him the best player of this new generation. Can you believe that? The guy knows a thing or two about talent. He's been watching this 17-year-old Barcelona sensation and has been really impressed with what he's seen so far. In a chat with Rio Ferdinand on his YouTube channel, Ronaldo said, "He's got huge potential. I see a lot of talent." Of course, he's keeping it real, saying it'll be interesting to see how Yamal's journey unfolds. But the confidence Ronaldo has in him, that's a big deal. Everyone's talking about him. Former Barcelona boss Xavi said he could define an era in Catalonia, and legends like David Villa and Dani Carvajal have praised his talent and skills, saying he's nearly impossible to defend. Throughout the tough times in the 2023-24 season for Barcelona, Yamal was the bright spot. Honestly, sometimes it felt like the only reason to watch Barca was to see what this kid would do next. Yamal's journey started just a stone's throw from Camp Nou, in the small town of Esplugues de Llobregat. Born in 2007, his footballing talent shone through from a young age. At just 6 years old, he joined the prestigious Barcelona Youth Academy, La Masia, where his skills were nurtured. He flew through the age groups at lightning speed. It was obvious early on that Yamal was a standout player. By 15, he was training with the first team and made his debut at that age. Sure, he might not have played much last season, but that Messi-like cameo in the Joan Gamper Trophy caught everyone's attention. By November, he was a regular starter, and by January, he became indispensable. His stats are impressive: 7 goals and 10 assists across all competitions. But what's even more telling is his style of play. Yamal thrives on taking on defenders and creating opportunities for his teammates. He averages 3 successful take-ons per 90 minutes, putting him in the top 10% in Europe. And he carries the ball into the final third 3 times per game, which is also in the top 15%. You really have to watch him play to appreciate how good he is. His dribbling is sharp and direct, and he has an incredible knack for creating angles and passing lanes. He's been instrumental in scoring crucial goals. It was no surprise when Spain came calling for Yamal. The national team isn't shy about showcasing young talent, and they brought him into the fold in September 2023. He didn't waste any time making an impact, scoring on his debut against Georgia and becoming Spain's youngest goalscorer. His performance against Cyprus in a 6-0 victory was another standout moment. Spain's manager Luis de la Fuente couldn't contain his excitement, saying, "Do you remember when Messi or Maradona were 16 years old? We shouldn't put limits on these good footballers. We must let them develop all their potential. That's what we're trying to do with this player here and at his club." Yamal continued to shine, even taking the spotlight in a friendly against Brazil in March. It's easy to forget he's still just a kid when you see him play. In the ongoing Euro 2024, he made history by becoming the youngest player to appear in the tournament. He also set up a goal for Dani Carvajal against Croatia, marking him as the youngest assist provider in Euro history. In his first 4 matches, he already has 2 assists, showcasing his incredible talent. When it comes to his playing style, there are shades of young Messi. He knows how to navigate the chaos of a game, utilising one-on-one dribbling to break free from tough situations, but he's also smart about when to play it safe and involve his teammates. In his first start against Cadiz, he didn't just rely on his skills, he played quick 1-2s and made smart choices. When he saw an opening, he burst past defenders with slick flicks and impressive speed. This maturity in his game is a huge part of why he's thriving. Barcelona's strategy often overloads the left side, isolating Yamal. Even if he sees less of the ball, he plays a critical role in finishing plays. Against Cadiz, he had 3 successful dribbles out of 4 attempts, and against Villarreal, he completed all 3 of his dribbles. At just 16, he leads La Liga in dribbles with an incredible 85% accuracy. With his close control, lightning speed, and creative flair, Yamal is nearly impossible to stop. He's always looking to score, and is driven to make an impact whenever he gets the ball. Pep Guardiola once said, "My first question is always, can this guy dribble?" I only want players who can dribble, because you can learn control and good passing. Dribbling is the key. His playmaking skills are top-notch too. His left foot is like magic. Beyond being an electrifying dribbler, he can whip in perfect crosses and create golden chances for teammates. Looking ahead, Hansi Flick is poised to make Yamal a regular starter on the right wing, despite his young age. It's clear he has the talent to compete with the best, but Flick will need to be careful with Yamal's playing time to avoid overworking him and risking injuries. While he's capable of playing week in and week out, he's still developing and needs thoughtful management. Yamal is indeed an exceptional talent on a promising journey. While being labelled the next big thing can be thrilling, it comes with its own set of challenges. The next Messi curse has haunted Barcelona in the past, and it's a reality fans should consider with Yamal. Look at Bojan Krkic, who was touted as the new Messi. He broke records as the youngest player to feature in La Liga and the Champions League, but struggled to find consistency and eventually moved on to other clubs, citing anxiety from early fame as a major factor in his career. Giovanni dos Santos faced similar challenges, bursting onto the scene but failing to sustain his early promise at Barcelona. Munir El Haddadi had a promising debut and earned a Golden Boy nomination, but struggled to fulfill expectations and found himself loaned out multiple times before settling at Las Palmas. Ansu Fati, much like Yamal, lit up the scene at a young age but has had to battle through injuries and form issues. While Yamal shows immense promise, it's essential to avoid placing unrealistic expectations on him. The road to success in football is tough, and young players need time, support, and the right environment to grow. But let's be real, football hasn't seen a talent like Lamine Yamal in a long time. It's not just his natural ability that stands out, it's the maturity he shows at just 17 years old. Even for those who might be a bit skeptical about young players, it's hard to deny he's something special. Everyone knows he's a great player, but there's that uncertainty about how far he can go. The talent is undeniable, but there's always that cautious expectation. It's rare to see a new golden generation of players rise right after another. Just look at basketball. After Michael Jordan, it took years to find another game changer like LeBron, but football's gods knew we needed a spark, so they sent us Yamal. He made history by finishing 8th in the 2024 Ballon d'Or rankings, ahead of big names like Toni Kroos and England's top striker Harry Kane, who shared the Gerd Muller trophy. For a teenager in his first Ballon d'Or contention, this is massive. Now the question is out there. Can Yamal break the record set by Brazil's Ronaldo to become the youngest player ever to win the Ballon d'Or? With 3 more editions before he hits Ronaldo's age milestone, he has a real shot at making that happen. Even Spain's Rodri, who took home the Ballon d'Or this year, gave Yamal a special shout-out during his victory speech, saying that if Yamal keeps growing, that golden trophy could be his one day. The hype is real, and this could be just the beginning for Lamine Yamal. What do you guys think? Can he break the record for the youngest Ballon d'Or winner? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on more football stories like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.